matchup. And we are going in three, two, one, pills. And we are off and running with game number one. Both of them are going to have nice surfaces to start off this level.
I guess so. I really don't like this blue situation that Dimwit's dealing with on the top. It's very blue heavy. Um, uh, Bidwell's board is pretty weirdly high up there. You see those double reds and everything. So neither one of them has the best standing right now.
Not the Yeah, I can kind of see that now. And looking at it, Bidwell's going to have to deal with a lot more red than he'd like to right now, and that's going to transfer over into a lot of blues and a lot of yellows. And that's probably going to help him. He's already starting to knock out a couple of them right now, and kind of giving him the slight lead at the moment. But Dimwit now starting to work away on some of the other bits there on the side of the board. He's got a nice horizontal prepared if he sees it, and looks like he's not going to attack that just yet. But both of them pretty neck and neck in the early going here in this first game.
And you see that called that totally correctly. Dimwit was setting up that horizontal and dropped it into a nice combo. For those of you who haven't seen Dimwit's play before, he's a very big brain player. He can see lots of levels down, layers down in the level. So both of these players are working on their far right side. I think Dimwit's in a little bit better shape at the moment because especially of this double red, just needs a couple of yellows and reds and he'll be out.
Yeah, just needs a couple more yellows. Going to get it. And at 136, he'll be out of six into seven. You're absolutely right there. Dimwit does a lot of what I like to call advanced play, but a lot of people would probably agree calling it galaxy brain mentality to clearing these viruses. Is looks like Bidwell's just needs one more blue. Just the idea of we might have a bit of an issue here with Dimwit. He's lost a bit of his controller. He's topped out at level 7. Something has gone wrong on Dimwit's controller, so he has reset and gone back into level 7. That is a interesting predicament.
Right. And the thing is that if you top out, it is not the end of the game. You just have to go back and restart from the level that you ended on. You have to keep that timer running. So it did seem like Dimwit had a some sort of a technical mishap, which gives Bidwell an opportunity to work really nice and evenly on his top line. Notice dug out so much of that stuff, and it's really nice and flat.
Yeah, it's a very good flat board. Gonna It's gonna continue to be flat once he gets that blue out of the way, and there it goes. Gonna have a little bit of a yellow red top. Doesn't have much blue to work with, and only has that one remaining. Knowing the game, that's going to give you a lot of blue, and on cue, a lot more blues are starting to come into Bidwell's board.
Yep, that's the way. Commentators influence, perhaps. But as you can see, this game is already tied up. Dimwit is at 8, Bidwell is at 8. So, this is just a testament to how unflappable Dimwit is and how he can make plans to get viruses off the board quickly.
I wouldn't necessarily consider it a commentator's curse, more of a case of, oh, it's Dr. Mario doing Dr. Mario, as most of us who've experienced this game know far too well. But Bidwell now going to be out at 3:33. Both of them out the relatively the same time. Bidwell did start about a second or so faster or earlier than Dimwit, so he is probably just a hair on the leading end. But he is tentatively ahead going into level 8, and this should be a very double friendly board for Bidwell.
Definitely. And Dimwit's board is, on the other hand, not that great. Notice that he's already got stuff up high on the left and right, but not that much going on in the middle. So he might have to take a bunch of drop time unless he's very strategic here.
He is starting to do a little bit of strategery, and looks. I'm wondering what he's going to do. He's going to clear that yellow on the left side. Probably just trying to clean up the board a little bit, clean out as much viruses as he can. Nice horizontal play there in the middle of the board. Leaves very few yellows to work with, so hopefully the RNG will be a little bit on the nice side, but it will not be. And he gets a big clear. Oh my goodness! All of those blues are gone in an instant. And that is going to keep Dimwit in the fight. He's at 10 viruses to Bidwell's 5. And that is going to stay close. Both of them heading into the end game. But you see, Dimwit's column 8 is going to has a lot of high hanging viruses.
Yeah, but Bidwell's play here for the last little bit was so spectacular. He had all of these sort of nice staircase columns of just like perfect stuff ready to fall really quickly. So a great end game from Bidwell. Just needs one red, and there he gets it out at a 513.
Going into that patented Bidwell bounce as Dimwit now out at 518. He's not far behind. So it's going to be neck and neck going into the final level of game number 1. Really like these boards, very double friendly, very low drop friendly.
Definitely. The thing that I would change is a little less blue for Bidwell, a little less red for Dimwit. But I agree with you. Very double friendly. An amazing L clear combo from Dimwit, although it looks like he's just made a misstrap on columns 3 and 4.
He made a bit of an error there, but he is starting to clean it up, and he has a way out. So I think he'll be okay. Yeah, but he's playing a little too close to the edge right now. He is going to have to start taking care of that real soon, and he is going to lead that into a beautiful combo. Keeps him within 3. Keeping it
Mm-hmm.
really close right now. Bidwell having a little bit of issue with blue. Looks like yeah, there's only about 3 blues left on the board, and he's got a lot of blue garbage he'll have to take care of.
Yeah, definitely. You see that blue in column 6 is the only thing that he really has access to, and he needs red, and he's not really getting it. Meanwhile, Dimwit's situation is he does have a lot of red on his top line, but he's managed to sift it out. Notice that the left 2 columns of his board are completely clean, so that he can drop garbage there if necessary, and it won't hurt him.
Yeah, and the plus side is that he is starting to get a good couple of pieces to cooperate with him. He decides to go horizontal with that double yellow. That's okay. That's actually not a bad play at all. And he'll get a bit of that, a little bit of a drop. He's down to 6. Got the lead right now by 3. Bidwell trying to push himself a little bit. He's down to 6. It's only about a 2 virus lead, but Dimwit's starting to set things up for those final viruses. He just needs a few more reds to get it. And Bidwell's hoping to get a couple more yellows. He's got the right piece here to get a bit of a long drop. But both of them are down to 2. It's going to be close.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! What a tuck! And Bidwell gets it at a 728 to Dimwit 731.
That was an
Bidwell takes
amazing
game number
combo.
1.
That was a fantastic combo. If you looked at those 2 boards, you're going to say Dimwit all the way. Look at that beautiful clean thing. I know we need a lot of red, but really, Bidwell's crazy blocked up board revealed that that combo, that tuck was so beautiful, exactly what he needed.
It was exactly what he had to take care of to get those 2 viruses out of the picture. Great job there from Bidwell to get game number 1. Well, that was decided only by about a few seconds. So that a good game there from game number 1. We'll see if it happens again in game 2.
Yeah, this is the kind of game we love to see.
Oh yeah, when people kind of joke around, you love to see it. No, you really love to see it.
All right, we've got our readies and our countdown. 3, 2, 1, pills.
All right, here we go. Game number 2. Bidwell will be on match point. Oh, look at that massive opening here for Bidwell in this first level. Ooh, that is going to be screaming for drops. Oh, and there's
Yeah.
a bit of a misplay there from Bidwell as well. It's going to have to work around that.
Yeah, and misdrops in columns 1 and 8 are particularly difficult because there's not as much space to work on them. However, if he does see that the possibility to do that yellow horizontal to clear out the garbage was there, and I don't think he saw it. Meanwhile, Dimwit cleaning out this board, but needs a lot of red and blue. This nice tuck. You can see he's working on his theme shapes and dropping that red down. Maybe a horizontal for those blues in his future. I don't know.
That is probably what he's planning on. It looks he's primed for a T clear. I think we're going to see it. He's got everything in place. He just needs the one more. It looks like he's waiting for a yellow blue. He's got it. A swing T with a fat log, that is just amazing to see. But now he's kind of buried that yellow underneath all that garbage, so he's just gonna have to do a little bit of cleanup.
And
That
now
might prove to be a little troublesome.
it's free and clear though now. All he needs are a couple more yellows. He gets it out at a 120. Meanwhile, Bidwell has cleaned up his situation in column 1. You notice that there's all red from here on out. Right? And now he can clean it out even more. So he's got plenty of options. A red yellow would be the best thing for him right now, and he gets it for a really nice double horizontal combo out at a 137.
Yeah, fortune smiled upon him there. Just great use of the RNG and into level 7. Uh, Good chance for a few doubles here if he sees them. Um, but it's a little bit concerning. There's a very severe lack of red. It's a very yellow and very very blue heavy board.
Definitely. Meanwhile, Dimwit's board has been really diverse. He started off with a little bit of garbage, but it's cleaned out. And so he's got basically a place for everything that he could want, including some manufactured good places.
Yeah, and you can see now Bidwell just has 2 yellows remaining, 1 red remaining. It is all blue. It is blue or bust for Bidwell at this point. This is going to be a little concerning because knowing RNG like we do,
Yep.
this is going to be a concerning situation.
No, tell me about that, Ethan. I don't know
Oh,
anything
this
about
is a
RNG. Look at what Bidwell's doing right now. If he drops this red, he's made a beautiful T clear with all those blues.
Oh, that and he did just that. That was amazing play. Dimwit though gets out at 250, 253 though for Bidwell, so he has narrowed the gap considerably.
Yeah, this is going to be a really close game, just like the rest. Now, uh, Dimwit's board, not fantastic. Look at that, basically blue, yellow on top. Lots of yellow that he can't really clear out without making some garbage.
Yeah, he is going to have to make a little bit of garbage, but as long as you can keep it compact, it should be no problem dealing with any sort of garbage situation. Right now, looks like Bidwell's doing pretty well for himself. A relatively clean board. He's got a little bit of garbage in 1 and now in 7 with that yellow, but he is again keeping it nice and compact, only using the garbage when he has to, and immediately getting rid of it. Dimwit has some garbage in column 4 with that yellow on top of the blue virus, but again, that's pretty much it. I mean, you got a bit of the garbage there in 5. I'm sorry, it's column 6 with the blue, but he's going to probably turn that into some sort of bracket play, and there it goes.
Looks like Dimwit's working on a fat log in the bottom. He's using these red blues to clear out some garbage. And yep, going horizontal on that red in row 2. So things are a tiny bit locked up, but not really. Actually, I see that if he drops this yellow in column 7, and he's going to have a horizontal combo, really nice.
Yeah, very nice play. Just needs a few more yellows to get into level 9. He's going to get them out at a 430. But Bidwell's only 3 viruses behind, and looks like he's got things set up for. No, he's not going to go horizontal on that virus on the left. He's going to take things. He is pressing down, trying to get those reds as quickly as possible. Not coming in. There's one. Looking for another. There's a double red just to kind of thumb his nose, but he's into level 9, only down by 7.
And Dimwit's RNG hasn't been fantastic so far. He was getting yellow pill halves and not really having much place to put them, but it looks like he's cracked open his board right now. So he's ready to go in that middle. Looks like he's going for a horizontal with those reds. A red yellow is what he needs, and he's getting it. Look at that nice combo.
Sets it up a beautifully clean setup and gets already immediately prepared for more combos. It's going to be really good for him. Already down to see 21 viruses, but Bidwell has already taken the lead, slight a lead right now, only by a couple viruses. It's kind of going back and forth. But Dimwit's now taking the lead right back, and so, but again, only by a couple of viruses. So this is literally going to come down to who gets the better RNG. If it's going to be Bidwell or if it's going to be Dimwit.
Yeah, definitely. I think for Dimwit, it's his right-hand side that he needs the good RNG, and the great thing is he has some tucks set up with those reds, and I think, yeah, look at this blue-red. He's probably going to tuck it right on the side. Really nice. everything's free and clear for him.
Oh, and
Just needs
everything's
that
working
blue.
perfectly. And there it
Beautiful.
is at a
Added a
6-10.
610.
Well done for Dimwit. Takes game number 2. Gonna put us into a decider. Whew. But a good run from Bidwell here. He's gonna finish off these last few viruses. Gonna take the tuck. Good play. And let's see when he finishes here, when the yellows decide to pop in. There they are. And a 6:32, only 22 seconds behind.
Yeah, and again, we're starting the averages from scratch, at the beginning of the year. So in order to get your year average, you want some good games. So it makes sense for him to finish that out. And 6:32 is a really fast losing time. So you can see how great both of these players are.
Oh yeah, and looking back at some of the previous hot times we've had, a sub 6 run has always been one of the better ones you could have possibly had. I mean, some of the top 10 times are all hovering around 6:05 or less. I mean, with the fastest being Frank at a 5:23. So getting anywhere close on the low side of 6 is a very good time.
And as we were talking about hot times, we're ready to set some more 3, 2, 1 pills, and we're going to be off game 3, our decider.
The decider to see who goes on to round 2 tomorrow. And nice horizontal set there from Bidwell. He's already got things in really good positions. Uh, Church of Iron's pointing out, if I had to guess, Dimwit is currently inside Kirby. That could be possible. But I would probably theorize that if he were Kirby, Kirby would have the Doctor abilities, and I don't think that is one that exists in canon. So I don't know about that.
So they're tied right now, Bidwell and Dimwit, and they're both doing great work on these boards. Dimwit's board is beautiful right now. Look at the possibility for basically every kind of pill. Look, he's got a nice short stack working, although with a little twist. The bottom of his board.
Yeah, the bottom of the board is probably going to be a bit of an advantage for Bidwell, but oh my goodness, just good job there from Dimwit preventing any sort of drops and moving on to level 7. Going to be a bit of a finish here, close enough. Oh, that's one you don't want to see. The little bit of a disappear there for the with the excess pills. So that's going to delay Bidwell getting into 7, but he's out at 129. Already looking to be at about a 12 virus deficit, so he's going to have a little bit of work to do.
Yeah, Dimwit had some really nice plays to start clearing out his board. The board is going to slow him down a little bit more because of all those blues in the center and on the left hand side. So if he gets RNG cooperates, things are going to go well. But Bidwell does have some time to clear out all these red yellows that he needs to deal with.
He is starting to work on that right now and gets a good job just finding. There's a big lightning bolt there. Our fans in the chat will like that. But he has managed to catch up a little bit, already down to 13. It's about a 5 virus lead for Dimwit at the moment. But Dimwit's going to have to deal with a lot of blues. That is not how you want your things to finish.
Yeah, and currently Dimwit is navigating around all kinds of garbage, but what he's doing is he's building up to avoid drop time. So I think he's working on that center one horizontally. Um, yep, and then yes, building basically platforms to avoid that drop time for Dimwit.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what he's doing here. He's going to get an L clear. Just needs one more blue there. He'll be out at 251. So going into level 8 with a 4 virus lead at the moment. Now it's just going to see how quickly Bidwell can recover and get himself into. Oh, he had an L. He had a chance to horizontal clear. Didn't see it, but he still has a chance to open things up and clear things out. He will do that. And he comes out at a 316. Bidwell 316 says, I just cleared your virus. Now going into level 8 and still holding on. It's a really close game right now. It's only about a 7 virus lead for Dimwit.
Mhm. So, the game is obviously having a 7 virus lead is nice going into this level, but it can be overcome, and especially with RNG factors in play. And Dimwit did have a little bit of garbage early on, but has made good work of it and is using all these red yellows to clear out all the red that he has on his board.
Yeah, it's a very good clear play here. And looking at Dimwit's board, he has that tiny piece of garbage on column three. But it's almost nothing. It's like it's not even there. Doesn't even have to worry about it. He's holding on to about a 5 virus lead, and he's actually setting things up pretty well. He can actually get if he gets a no, he's going to go for the horizontal just that way. I thought perhaps he'd go for the L clear, but does not decide to play that. Still holding on to a good lead right now by about 8.
Hmm.
And then
And
Bidwell having to
Bidwell
deal with
is
a little bit of garbage there, unfortunately.
just a little bit. Bidwell's been prioritizing really well for what he has. And yeah, there is that garbage that it's in columns 7 and 8, but looks like he's trying to work on those yellows in row 4 horizontally as Dimwit enters level 9 at about 447.
Yeah, it was about a 445 on that play. Looks like I thought maybe Dimwit was going to go for the L clear, did not go for it. Decides to go for the horizontal play and starting to go to work on level 9. Needs to get this to advance into round 2. Bidwell's starting to do a little bit of horizontal work, but he's starting to feel the pinch here a little bit, so he's gonna have to really start getting more aggressive on this final level.
Hmm. Dimwit has a really nice tuck for a combo in columns 1 and 2. And notice that he's got a little bit of a sloping board. His right-hand side is a lot higher than the left, but it looks like he has plans for dropping down this garbage, and the red-blue is just what he needs to clear the garbage and make a nice combo. Totally clean board now for Dimwit.
Yeah, very clean board, almost a brand new level for Dimwit, holding on to about a 15 virus lead as Bidwell starts to get to work on level 9. Gonna have to really, again, start being really aggressive here. Needs to find a lot of zero drops, needs to find a lot of good ways to get some combos and really surge ahead here because Dimwit's down to 9. He is down into single digits, and it's a 20 virus lead now.
Yeah, Dimwit's play has been impeccable here in this level. I mean, just you can see how little garbage there is and how he's using the blues strategically. He's going to take a nice horizontal here. Takes a little bit of drop time, but with 1 virus left, it is just a couple of reds and he'll be out. And he'll be out
There it
at a
is,
632, moving on to
632.
round 2.
Great finish there from Dimwit. Goes to with a 632. Based on his previous averages, 20 seconds below par. So that is a very good run there from Dimwit. Gets the game, gets the match. Will move on to the second round where he will face the winner of Watchma versus Atalito.
Very exciting. Brand new player. We're
And we'll
excited
Oh
to
have,
yeah.
see it.
and we'll have that match ready to go for you on the other side of this break. This is the Dr. Mario Championship.